Continuing with the explanation of the packages, we're going to explain the package's actions more in depth. To start, we will briefly explain the obligatory parameters again. Here, both the rule and the action must have the same event name and priority, and in the case of Lighttouch, input parameters will always be request. Below, here, and before the return statement, you may add all the Lua code you need to handle the logic of your website. In case you are not familiar with Lua, you can check the official documentation here at www.lua.org. You may also use the short guide that can be found in the Fun Patterns repository to learn Lua in 15 minutes. Printing in the console. Lighttouch offers a special way to print in the console during runtime to make it easier to find the printed message. With the use of log.debug, it will add a blue banner with the word debug before the message that is being printed. Using modules. In case the code becomes too big to be easily maintained in a single file, you can divide the code in modules in the following way. We must create a folder where we will be storing the modules of the code in different files. Here in the base.lua, we create an empty Lua table and return it. The name of this table is the same name that we're going to use to reference these modules of the code. Now, for purposes of this example, we're going to create a very simple function. So we go to add.lua inside the folder we created, and here we have a function that has the value of two numbers. In this file, the main thing to notice is that the function's name is mytools.add. This way, the table mytools that we are using for this module will now have a property add, which is a function. Applying this same logic, we can divide our code in several functions that execute specific tasks, dividing the responsibilities of our program and having a cleaner code. API request. Lighttouch comes with a built-in function to execute HTTP and HTTPS requests to another server. This function is send request. The syntax to use the send request function is the following. The function is called and it receives a table with the following keys. URI, which is the URL of the server to which the request will be executed. Method is the HTTP method that the request will execute. This can be get, pod, post, among others. And headers, which is a table to which you can specify the name and value of any parameter to set in the header of the request.